Welcome back, my friends. We're going to go ahead and start our social studies. I want to see everyone's beautiful faces and eyes on Miss Gonzalez. Hands on your head if you can hear Miss Gonzalez. Very good job, second graders. Welcome back. So, yesterday we were talking about geography. Can you friends say geography? Very good job. And we were talking about how we use maps. Does anyone remember what we learned about maps yesterday? Fernanda. Yes, we find maps and we use maps as a tool to help us find where to go. We talked about location. We talked about geography. We live in a very, very big world that has a lot of land and water, and maps help us find where to go or how to find those things on our earth. Explorers once had to use different tools to be able to find out where to go in order to discover new land. After learning about maps and how to read a map, you're going to be able to find locations on a map, and you're also going to be able to create your own maps that are going to tell our friends or our family or even ourselves where to find things. So today we are going to continue our conversation about maps. Now, has anyone ever seen a map? Can I see a raised hand of anyone that's actually ever seen a map? Nick, you've seen a map. Eric has seen a map. So let me ask you guys something. Have you ever played with mom or dad's cell phone, and on there's an app and it says maps, and it has it has colors on it, it has streets. Sometimes our moms and dads or adults in our lives use that app to help them find where to go. They use it to drive somewhere because they don't know where they're going, and it helps them find their way. Yes, Guillermo has used maps before. So we actually use maps a lot, but now we have digital maps. I'm going to go ahead and show you guys what a map looks like. So as you can see, this is our map of our school. I went ahead and posted it up here for you guys. Now, we know our way around Sierra Vista Elementary. We know where the bathrooms are. We know where the playground is. We know where the library is. And guess what, friends? We use a map to help us find our way. Who can come up here and tell me where they would find the library on the map and how they would know it's the library? Yes, Nick, go ahead and come up. Yes, very good job, Nick. You found the library. Nick, and how did you know that was our library? Wonderful job, Nick. Go ahead and have a seat, my friend. Nick used the map key. Our map key is this box right here in the corner, and as you can see, the color green means that it's the library. The color red means that it is the playground. The color yellow means it is the office. And the color purple means those are the classrooms. So we use our map keys to help us find locations on a map. Now, friends, I want to go ahead and ask you guys, if I were to be new to our school and I needed help finding something on a map, who would be able to tell me what color do I need to look for if I wanted to find a classroom? London, go ahead. Purple. Why am I going to choose the purple color to help me find a location on the map, London? You're right, because purple represents the classrooms. And because I'm looking for the classrooms, purple's going to tell me where to find them. Very good job, London. Way to go with using your map. Okay, everyone, so today what we're going to do is we're going to be junior explorers. We're going to look at a new type of map. You guys are familiar with the school map because you've been using it since the first day that you came to our school. But now we're going to use a map that we might not be so familiar with. But what we're going to do today, friends, is we're going to be junior explorers. And what I mean by that is that we're going to be just like the explorers that helped discover our country, our land, our jungles, our oceans. And today we're going to discover a new type of map, and we're going to use our magnifying glass to help us be junior explorers. So can I have table 1? Can you please go ahead and grab your social studies book? Very good job, friends. Table 2, table 3, and table 4. Very good job, friends. I would like everyone to turn to page 192 in their social studies textbook. Good job, my friends. Good job. So can anybody raise their hand, a silent hand up, and tell me, what do they see on this page? What are we looking at right now? Yes, Eric. A map. We're looking at a map, my friends. And yes, this map looks very different than the map we were talking about up on our school campus earlier. This map is a map of the world. So it shows continents. My friends, can we say continents? Very good job. And can we say oceans? Good job. Now, can anyone tell me, just looking at this map and looking at the map key, what color do I need to look for if I wanted to find where the oceans are? Guillermo. Blue. Our map key right there says that anything that is blue is an ocean. And as we can see, we see oceans and we see continents on the map that you are looking at that I also have up on the projector right here. So this is what we're gonna do. I'm gonna go ahead and pass around magnifying glasses to every single friend. You are going to use this magnifying glass to look at your textbook. I want you to look at the map. I want you to tell me what you see, what you're finding, what you think certain things are. I want you to tell me where you are finding certain locations and what's helping you find that location on that map. You're gonna go ahead and talk to your elbow partner as you explore and discover new things about this map. I'm gonna go ahead and hand out the magnifying glasses, and once you have your magnifying glass, you can start being an explorer. Good job, friends. I hear a lot of discussion about maps. America, what do you see on this map? Do you want to go ahead and explain to me what you're looking at right now? You're right. That is North America, and that is one of our continents. We actually live on North America. Wonderful job, America. And what else do you see? You are very correct. We are next to the Pacific Ocean. Very good job. And what do you see, Fernanda? Yeah, there's a lot of blue on that map, huh? What do you think that means? If we're looking at this map and we see a lot of blue, what do you think our Earth has more of? Water or land? What do you think? Water. And what makes you think that Earth has more water? You are so correct, Fernanda. You are using the map so that you can look at the locations. You're able to see the geography of our Earth, and you can see that there's a lot more water than there is land. Very, very good job. All right, friends, so now let's come together. Very good job. Magnifying glasses down, hands in front. Good job, my second graders. So now we're going to talk about some of the things we see on this map. Who can give me a silent hand up and tell me one of their discoveries? Ruben. There are many different continents. Very good job, Ruben. So continents are actually big pieces of land that represent a lot of different little countries. And those continents are important for us to know because it is part of our Earth's geography. Very good job, Ruben. Good job. Isaiah, what do you want to contribute to our class discussion? Thank you for being so patient, by the way, my friend. Yes, he is absolutely right. Asia is a very large continent. Do you guys think that because it's a large continent, a lot of people live there? Silent hand up if you think a lot of people live on a larger continent. Very good job, my friends. Anyone else? Does anyone else want to share what they found when they were being a junior explorer and using their magnifying glass to look at this map? Ivy, my friend, what did you find out about looking at these maps? She is right. The map key helped her know what was what, where to find certain features of the map, and how to use the map key in order to understand what exactly we are looking at. Very good job, Eileen. That was a fantastic answer. All right, friends. So now we've shared together. You've talked with your partners. I've showed you a lot of things. Now, can anyone tell me, how would we feel about being able to label our own map? We're looking at it in the textbook right now. We're able to discuss the oceans, the continents, we see an equator, and we see a map key. Would anyone be able to go ahead and share with a silent hand up? Do you think that we are ready to label our own map? I see a lot of friends with their silent hands up. Very good job, friends. I think we're ready too. I think we've been talking about maps. We've been talking about their features. We've talked about continents today. We've talked about oceans. I think that we are ready. We use our textbook. We use our magnifying glass to help us discover our textbook. So now I would like everyone to go ahead, get out your Chromebook. Very good job, friends. Make sure we get that out fastly and quickly and quietly. Very good job, my table groups. Okay, so Ms. Gonzalez has actually posted the link on Google Classroom. Go ahead and go to our Google Classroom for our classroom. Once you are there, our link is at the very top. It says Word Wall. That is going to be our assignment for the day. Now go ahead and open that up, and I will be opening up mine as well. And as you can see, your word wall should look exactly like this. Now, if you guys notice something, there's something very similar about this map and the map we look at in our textbook. Send the hand up if anyone can see a similarity or maybe even a difference. Yes, Cash. It's the same map. You are so correct. But this time, we're going to be the authors. We are the ones who are going to write in the labels, and we are the ones who are going to say where the continents go and where the oceans go. Very good job, Cash. Thank you for sharing, my friend. Okay, so I'm going to show you how Ms. Gonzalez wants you to do this, because I want to make sure that everyone is ready and listening and able to do this on their own independently in a little bit. All right, so if you look at my screen, as you can see, there are boxes with names of continents on the side and oceans. Your map on your textbook already has the labels. It has the names of the continents and the names of the oceans. So it's our job to go in here on our digital word wall and plug those names where they belong. So I will go ahead and show you. So I'm looking at my textbook. Can anyone tell me, where do they see the continent South America? Scarlett, where do you see South America? Do you want to go ahead and come up here and point to the board and bring your textbook with you? Sure. Perfect, Scarlett. So Scarlett went ahead and she sees in her textbook that South America is right down here below North America. So I'm going to go ahead and grab my mouse, and as you can see, I'm going to go ahead and drag my label of South America over to the continent. All right, now who can tell me, by looking at their own textbook, where do we think that I would label the Atlantic Ocean? Now let's look at our textbook. I'm going to look at my textbook and look for the label Atlantic Ocean. Here it is. I see the Atlantic Ocean, and it's right here in the middle in between South America, North America, and Europe. So let me go ahead and move the label of Atlantic Ocean where it belongs. Okay. And let's do one more. Okay, let's go ahead and label Australia. Now, we know that we need to look at our textbook once again to see, where do we find Australia? Let's use our map key to try to figure that out. We know that anything that is green is a continent. So let's go ahead and look at our green parts of our map. There's a lot of green on there, friends, because there is a lot of continents and land. So let's look for one that says Australia, and it starts with an A. There it is. I see it right down here. Do you guys see it? It's all by itself. It's not connected to any other continents. Mr. Australia is all by himself down here. So I'm going to go ahead, since I already checked in my textbook, I'm going to go ahead and drag my Australia label to my Australia continent. So raise your hand if you have any questions about what I just did. It looks fun, doesn't it, London? Okay, so now you guys are going to be the experts. You are going to go ahead and show me how we label our maps. You have your textbook right in front of you. You're going to use exactly that to go ahead and go over your map. If you have any questions, I would love for you to raise your hand, and I will walk around and help anyone who needs help. But I want to see you guys go ahead and get to work, and I want to see how you guys use the information that you learned from our textbook, from me, from our lessons 2 days ago, and how you're able to label this map. Go ahead and get started, okay, friends? I'm going to be walking around. Very good job. Dominic, I see that you labeled Africa on this continent. Let's look at our textbook, my friend. Let's see if there's something that we can do different, because I want to make sure that we are looking at our textbook before we label something. So let's look for a continent that starts with an A and then it has an F. Where do we see that on the textbook? You're right. It's this big continent right here. Now, Dominic, go ahead and show me. If you know that in the textbook that's Africa, where are you going to go ahead and label that on your word wall, my friend? Show me. There you go. Very good job, Dominic. Way to go. So you went ahead and looked at your textbook. Your textbook told you where Africa was, and then you connected it to your word wall. Good job, my friend. Keep going. Lorenzo, you are doing amazing, friend. Look at you. You've labeled all your oceans already. Very good job. And look, you even labeled the Indian Ocean very, very well. Good job. Go ahead and start on continents, and I'll come back and check on you. Hey, Daniel, how are we doing, friend? Okay, no problem. So let's go ahead and use our textbook, and let's look for the continent that you're looking for. You are looking for Asia. So we know it starts with an A, just like a lot of other continents, but now let's look for something that has A with an S. Asia. Okay, where do you see an A and an S? Good job, Daniel. Good job. Yep, there it is. Now show me, Daniel, how are we going to go ahead and label that on our word wall? Good job, Daniel. Daniel, go ahead and repeat to me in a complete sentence where you found Asia. Very good job, Daniel. I heard you say Asia, I heard you use the word continent, and I heard you use the word map and map key. Very good job, Daniel. I'm very proud of you. Keep going, my friend. Okay, friends, and don't forget, we're talking about maps, map keys, distance. We use our compass. We've been talking about our geography. And don't forget, we're talking about continents, location, and oceans. I hear a lot of conversation, and I'm hearing all these key terms. You guys are doing a fantastic job. Right? Now I want every table group, before we look at this together, I would like every table group to go ahead and work together and look at each other's maps and discuss what you're looking at. I want to hear rich conversation. I want to hear our academic vocabulary, and I want to hear us helping each other out about if in case anyone's still a little stuck. I'm going to be walking around to make sure I hear good conversation. Go ahead and get started, my friends. Good job, everyone. I hear a lot of good conversation happening. Okay, so now that we're all done, does anyone want to go ahead and explain to me what they discovered during this lesson? I'm going to go ahead and write it on the board, and if you guys want to write this down on your map, you can. Okay, go ahead, Fernanda. We use maps to find locations, period. Very good job, Fernanda. I love that you use a complete sentence. Very good job. Okay, so does anyone else want to share? Aaliyah, what did you discover about maps right now? Aaliyah, that's a wonderful observation. There are 7 continents on the map. Good job, Aaliyah. Way to count those continents. That's very, very important. Anyone else? Does anyone else want to share? Anyone else? Dominic, go ahead. Very good. I love that. We used a map key to help us know how to label a continent and an ocean, period. Very good, Dominic. You are fantastic. All right. So now, guys, we're going to go ahead and wrap this up. I would like everyone to make sure that they submit their map. But before you do, I want everyone to take one last look at their map and their textbook. And I want you guys to look at how you labeled it and how you feel about it. All right, friends, so go ahead and submit. Good job. So remember, my friends, today we talked about maps, how we use them. We went ahead and labeled our own map because we were able to show that we know how to use a map key to label important parts of the map. We labeled continents and oceans today. And you guys did a fantastic job. I saw you guys were sharing together, and I heard a lot of the terms like continent, ocean, map key, geography, location. Very good job, my friends. So now that you went ahead and worked on that, you have homework tonight, my friends, and it's going to be fun homework. So I want everyone to create their own map. You're going to actually be doing a map of our classroom for homework. You're going to go ahead and draw our classroom on the piece of paper that I will hand out to you, and I would like for you to include a map key. On that map key, you need to make sure that you have our front door, our kitchen sink, our fire extinguisher, and our class library. And that's all going to go in the map key. You can get as creative as you want with this. I want to see color. I want to make sure that you guys draw our desks and of course, our awesome classroom plans. But remember, you need to label the things that are in the map key. And I have a handout for you guys so that you guys understand the directions, okay? So go ahead. Dominic, can you help me hand that out? Oh, I see everyone's scores coming in. Very good job, my friends. You guys did an awesome job at this. All right, my friends, so we are all done with our social studies lesson. Everyone did a fantastic job. We talked about maps, we talked about map features, and we went ahead and labeled continents and oceans using our map from our textbook onto our digital word wall. All right, friends, let's go ahead and pack up and let's get ready for math. Thank you, everyone.